For the Blindfold ban list challenge, all of you have submitted a number of fake ban list changes. Sara has taken that into consideration and is going to read off the real ban list, seeding in your fake submissions, and it's my job to guess which ones are real changes and which ones are fake. I get a point if I get it right, I get the bad buzzer noise if I get it wrong. We're shooting for a 50%, but I think I can get 75% this time. I think I can get a new high score on this one.
Alright, you heard it here first, everyone. If he doesn't get 75%, he has to give up all of his monetization to me.
Yeah, I gotta write into the head of YouTube, Jack YouTube, and I have to forward all of my... I have to allow Sara to copyright claim all of my stuff, and I can't say no otherwise.
Yeah, and, you know, he's got to give me 100 billion subs. You know, he's got to, he's got to buy me Twitter.
Yeah, which after the split, the revenue split, that'll end up being like, what, $25, $26?
Sounds about right.
Alright, so, without further ado, Sara Hyde, are you ready to publicly humiliate me in front of our audiences?
When am I not ready to do that exact thing?
That's what I like to hear. Let's start with the forbidden cards.
Forbidden cards, the forbidden cards, the cards that are forbidden, the cards specifically for being forbidden cards.
Yes, those ones.
Wow, okay. So, I'm gonna start off with this one, I don't know, I'm not sure how to feel about this one. It was in fact a fake suggestion on the previous ban list, suggestion stream. And, you know, a lot of people complaining about it, and it's just kind of weird, because it's like, you know, what do you say when it's a card was so central to a strategy and was just so oppressive in the meta and was just clamoring to be banned, but now isn't as big of a deal because better support for said archetype has been released at this point, and yet the card's being banned now? Curious!
Okay, so that's on the list now. What deck I assume that Tier is the one that's still using it this time around.
Yeah, you can make that shit in Madolche, mate.
Oh yeah, you can, but no one's playing Madolche this format, so I don't even know why you'd bring that up. Okay, so in the best case scenario, it's a... Anyway, we're going to ignore the gremlin. The point is that Curious is a free Foolish Burial in a game where that card is currently limited for doing the exact same thing. Or is it? Fair enough. But in a world before this video...
trusted with free Foolish.
Give me the shovel. I am normal and can be trusted. I assume there are way too many decks that can take advantage of this, especially with the advent of the Ishizu cards. Making Curious an easy way to vent those cards into the graveyard. And I'm banking on the fact that this is an emergency list specifically, right? Because we just had one for October. And it said that...
Would you like some context as to why the list is being released now?
No, absolutely not.
Konami... Okay.
Wait, they released a reason?
Konami did actually release a reason as to why the list is being released.
Oh, okay. I am going to go off... I am not going to use that, because that might be a crutch. I have to go off of my own intuition. I'm saying it's an emergency list. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, and I'm just saying, alright, that's fair.
Alright, so yeah, my intuition is an emergency list. It's meant to curb the power of Ishizu Tier. It's definitely a true logical thought and not wishful thinking, so I am saying that Curious is now forbidden. I agree that that is a real change.
Forbidden. Abyss Dweller.
Abyss Dweller. Ay. Okay, so everyone hates lingering floodgate effects. I don't think there's a single person that is not a sociopath that is okay with things like Droll Lockbird, and Lancia, and Abyss Dweller basically functions as one, just locking out your... And it's not even double-sided like a lot of these things are. It only affects your opponent's ability to use graveyard effects. And I think
it makes the tier mirror absolutely miserable.
Absolutely. That being said, I feel like it's been a utility card for so long, and I feel like Abyss Dweller just is not the hit for that, right? Like, it's not, unlike a lot of these Lingering Floodgate cards, it's not open to every deck. You have to have a 40-card pile that doesn't lock you out of that, and also has level 4 monsters to make it, so...
Oh, yeah, making a rank 4 is famously quite difficult.
No, you are fair, but there's, like, for instance, you can't play it in Branded because you get locked into fusions all the goddamn time. Branded Fusion is one of those things where it considers the entire turn, not just after you use it, so they don't have access to that. And I'm sure there's some other things that... Madolches, like, if people were playing Madolches for some reason, Petting Saussure locks you out of that, so you can't use that. So...
Are you aware of how easy it is to make a Abyss Dweller a Madolche, sir? I will go on to EdoPro and I will make a Abyss Dweller in a full Madolche combo right now.
Sarah, I'm glad that you have so much faith in Madolche, but we all know that Madolche players lean exclusively on Petting Saussure. Immediately out of the gate, it ruins their entire game plan. So unfortunately, you can't do it. It's not possible.
You know you can just special summon Petting Saussure and not activate the second effect, yeah?
That seems like something that a bad Madolche player would do. Like, you're missing out on a free summon. Like, what the hell?
No, it costs you many things. It costs you 1 level off of the monster you summon.
Alright, now that I've had my fun in torturing Sarah, I am gonna say that the Abyss Dweller, banning is a bit overly much, so I am saying that this is a fake change.
Konami has famously never made decisions that were a bit overly much. Forbidden. The good old level 4 winged beast itself, the barrier statue of the Stormwind.
Oh my god, okay, I don't know if this is rooted in any kind of logic, but I don't give a god damn. Get that Stormwinds out of this format. I am famously on record as saying that that is the Andrew Tate of barrier statues, and I don't want to platform that creature. I agree, that is a real ban.
How would you feel about the banning of the man, the myth, the legend, the fairy, Artifact Scythe?
Ooh, okay, so I would feel good about that getting banned. It just feels like they could have done that a while ago when it was more relevant, and correct me if I'm wrong, I actually think that people haven't been scythe locking this format at all. It kind of fell off when DPE, when Fusion Destiny got hit, and people weren't DPEing as much. Is that right? You know what? Actually, don't answer that. Never mind. You know, I don't need your help.
Yeah, let me give you corroborating information to help you win better, you cheater.
Hey, I stopped myself. It doesn't count. Point is, I feel like if they were gonna do Scythe, they would have done it when it was more pertinent. I don't remember people doing a lot of Scythe locking right now, so I feel like that change is fake. They are not touching Scythe lock right now, much as I would like them to.
Okay. Instant Fusion, forbidden.
Ooh, this card has been a long time coming. Anytime any deck has needed... they've wanted a fusion deck to be really, really good. They make it instant fusionable, and they give it as much engine power as possible, and it is harder to get better than instant fusion for Kit Kalos nowadays. And I'm saying that it's time for Konami to break me off a piece of that Kit Kalos bar. I think instant fusion is gone. That card is banned. I agree with that change.
Mystic Mind ban!
Oh my god, okay, this is one of those things. It's like Stormwinds. I don't care if they haven't hit it for 18 different formats when they could have gotten it beforehand. I want that thing banned. I believe it's real. Mystic Mine, you're gone. I believe in this change. Let's go.
Eradicator Epidemic Virus.
Okay, so that's another thing that I feel that Tier is very famous for using right now because they have a lot of free,
not just Tier, Bestials can also abuse.
Oh yeah, because every Bestial can do it. Okay, so, I actually think that, flips my entire argument.
Aren't always playing Bestials, but, you know.
No, yeah, for sure. But previously I was thinking, oh, well, that seems like an overhit, right? Eradicator Epidemic Virus is one of those janky cards that always seems to be the worst thing in the list, because it just never, it's writing checks it can't fill. It's never as effective as you would want it to be for the cost. But when you can trade away Bestials for it, which you're already playing as a way to counter the strongest deck in the meta, almost everyone can use it, and on the off chance that you do hit, it's just, it might as well be Anti-Spell Fragrance, but better. So, in that context, especially if they want to keep Bestials in the format,
Anti-Spell Fragrance, but it also hits the Labyrinth matchup.
But it also hits the Labyrinth matchup, indeed, yeah. So, because of that, I do think, yeah, we need to get EEV banned, even though it is very swingy, high-rolly, and not very consistent, it should go away. So I agree that that is a real change.
Now, how do you feel about the prospect of the banning of Dimensional Barrier?
Dimensional Barrier. Okay, so that's another one that I'm okay with getting rid of. Dimensional Barrier is another dumb lingering floodgate that you can flex against any number of themes. Even if it's one that uses multiple different extra deck summoning types, you can always just pick the one that's most impactful. That being said, it's another one of the situations where they could have banned this forever ago, and they just didn't. And I would argue that it's even too slow to be effective nowadays. Like, you could still use it if the game gets grindy, but half the time you're not getting to a point where D-Barrier does anything, so...
But also, just if you open it turn 1, it's kind of an FTK against some decks.
That's true. That is unfortunately very true. But that's been the case in the past. It might be even more polarizing now with that, but it's been a problem forever. So I am going to say that that is a fake change that is not real. So hit me with that first limited card. What's up?
Oh, that first limited card? Oh, I'm gonna hit you with that. I'm gonna take you on a trip, Nova. I'm gonna take you on a trip across the cosmos. Not the Godi Cosmos. That would be a very weird hit.
Very strange.
I'm gonna take you into space, and we're gonna go far away to the newly limited primeval planet Polareno.
Oh, that's going to 1?
I mean, that's for you to figure out.
Okay, well, to confirm that that's what you're trying to get me at, no, yeah,
Yes.
I agree. There's been a ton of field spell limits to stop consistency of the deck, and technically you can still run 2 copies by way of, you know, terraforming, unless it's been banned beforehand.
If you really want to be slow with it.
Yeah, 3 with Metaverse, and I'm sure there's some of those tier cards that can either recycle you or search you the field spell. So I think it's more than reasonable to put that absolute powerhouse at 1. That sounds good. That's a real change.
So we're gonna actually continue down the tier hole, actually. But not with a tier card, with a card that tier uses. Although not necessarily with the tier half of its deck. Some good old-fashioned fairy support in the form of the Herald of Orange Light.
Herald of
Limited.
Orange Light is, that's a weird one. So, yeah, it's basically the best hand trap you can be playing, in the right hands.
Well,
Famous...
it's the best hand trap you can be playing while playing tier, because, like, all the Shizu cards do stuff in the graveyard.
Yeah, in the context of a Shizu tier, my apologies. It's the best hand trap you can be running, but it does come with a steep cost. If your hand is not formatted correctly, it's just a dead card in hand.
Yeah.
It's a terrible top deck when things get down to the wire. But when it goes off in spectacular fashion. I would say that for its ability to be such a strong hand trap while enabling all of your plays, and just for the intense slowdown that causes... Because, once again, one of my big complaints about tier Shizu is that the multiple chain links causes games to crawl to a halt, making it so that you're guaranteed to go in time. I think going down to a single orange light would not only... would be effective enough to cause people to stop playing it because of that inconsistency, so they wouldn't have to ban it entirely for people playing actual fairy decks. So I'm going to go on the record and say that is a true change.
What if they put to 1... the good old Common herself, a card I hate to see resolve every time I see her. Tier Elements Have-ness, I hope to become a Tier Elements Have-not, or, you know, have it at 1, that's less funny. A good bit, let's go.
Excellent bit. I couldn't have punned it better myself. So Have-ness at 1, so we've got our...
2 kinds of people in this world, the haves and the have-ness, there we go.
Oh, there we go, thank you, my god. Okay, so we've got 3 of them. We have Havnus, we have Merly, and we have Sharon. Okay, and Sharon.
Rhino Heart.
And Rhino Heart doesn't count. Rhino Heart is a
Rhino Heart does not have a fusion effect.
Yeah, we don't like that guy. So Sharon is the one that you summon, then pitch a card from hand. Havnus is the turn 0 enabler for potential. I don't know if turn 0 Winda is still a popular option, but it still just lets you play fusions on your opponent's turn, which is absolutely buck wild. To put it in note, Havnus is the one that that's like a hand trap. It responds to an effect activation. Yeah. So I would say that out of all 3 of those, that one is the most sense to hit. Merly is, if you limit Merly, it's still infinitely searchable by way of Sprind. And Sharon requires like a setup, or not a setup, but an actual investment from hand. Even if that investment leads into combo potential, you still have to have a right combination. Havnus is just like press button, get effect. So I think that's a reasonable limited hit to put Havnus at 1, yeah.
Well, you know what they say, Nova.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 kinds of people in this world. The haves and the tier elements kick colors, which is also at 1.
Okay, that one makes a lot less sense because it's the extra deck, and you're shuffling your Kit Kaloses back whenever you're making Rukalkos, and like people who are not very in my understanding of it, if I'm wrong, let me know when we're done here. Who are not very skilled with tiers play multiple because they don't have the confidence to manage their resources correctly. But
skill issue.
Yeah, it basically. If I wanted to be a Dark Souls asshole about it, I would say skill issue. But generally, you're just playing 1 anyway. Especially now that Instant Fusion is definitely banned, and I didn't mistake that. It is definitely gone. Putting it to 1 does little for the highest power level of Kit Kalos, so I don't think there's a reason for that to happen. So I think that's a fake change.
Okay. Tier elements, Rhino Heart.
Rhino Heart. Okay, so my understanding is that Rhino Heart is, it's good. You just need to make sure you use it properly. You don't want to shotgun their effect, which would lead me to believe that you don't.
It's a pretty good normal summon in the deck, and because like the deck doesn't really have that many other normal summons that it wants to go into.
Oh yeah, but like you need to make sure that you're waiting until like the end of your play sequences so that you have access to Kaleido Heart later on. It was my understanding. Like it gets you off the ground. You just want to make sure it's not like the first thing that you do.
But the fact that he also has like recursion is also quite nice.
Yeah, he's recursion. He's really good.
He's a good mill off the top.
Certainly. But
probably the best mill off the top, honestly.
Does he?
Because like he mills off the top, and then when he mills himself, he special summons himself, which just lets you send any of the fusion effect ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just talk about how busted tier is. Actually, fuck this stream.
Yeah, we're just switching tracks immediately. That being said, though, would I call it as busted as Havnus? I don't know if I would. Strong, yes, but if we put it at 1, you're effectively putting it from 4 copies to 2 copies because of reinforcement.
Yeah. I like how you're just assuming that that like every guess you've made so far is correct, and just using that as part of your reasoning, as if that wouldn't possibly just snowball you into a big long just hill of just you rolling down, getting everything wrong.
Well, yeah,
like feel like a real idiot.
Well, yeah,
like
but
a real like Scrimblow Bimblow, a real silly Billy.
Yeah, but I haven't been wrong, so there's no way that would happen. That only matters if I'm wrong.
Chat, has he ever been wrong? Be honest. He
Chat,
can't hear you, so be honest.
Yeah, come on. Let me see it that I can see with my eyes. Let me hear it because you have no voice.
In this void I've locked you in, Nova. The chat can't hear you scream. Well, they can, but they won't do anything about it.
They will donate bits for it, and they will laugh.
if you want to donate bits, you should really actually just have my channel up separately. Donate bits to me, and just post about how you've done that in Nova's chat.
Exactly. That's the racket here.
That's the real contingency.
Gosh, yeah. Rhino Heart's just like, it's a weird one because once again, it's also like one of those recyclable materials. You can keep getting it back over and over again. I am going to... But then I recontextualize my thought process here as an emergency hit, specifically because of Tirishizu being a thing. So, fuck it. We're limiting Rhino Heart. I will go with that being a true change.
Limited. Morphtronic Telephone.
Oh, man. Yeah, so obviously this card is, off the walls. It is a free win without interruption. Why did they even print this to begin with?
Why did they make it a soft
Why
once
did
button?
they do that?
What brain genius in their mind made it a soft once button, allowed it to record other copies of itself?
Okay, so my thought process on this one is going to be completely unmoored from actual reality here.
Level Eater is honestly just a pretty cool card. Yeah, we should just make it again.
It's fine. Look, so I'm gonna say that Konami, as a way to acknowledge me personally as a content creator, someone in the offices watches my stuff and wants to let it know that they have seen me. I have just finished my Morphtronic Explained video, effectively, and they want to completely make it obsolete off the bat. So I'm gonna say that Morphtronic Telephone is limited. That is a true change, just to fuck with me specifically.
And if we hit 50k subs, GoldenNovaYugioh will be doing his Basement Explain, where he explains just where those bloodstains came from.
Boy, if you look at the splatter on this one, it definitely couldn't have been from a power tool.
At 1, Heavy Storm.
Shut the... No. No! Look, I know Feather Duster is at 1. I know technically Heavy Storm...
It's true.
I know that Heavy Storm is, in a lot of cases...
It's true.
Sarah, I'm gonna punt you. I'm gonna pick you up by the scruff of your neck and I'm gonna punt you across the football field. Let me get my word in edgewise.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Daddy Nova.
Wow, that is... Look, it is not the 18+ stream yet, okay? Keep it in your pants.
No, there are 31 people in chat right now. That is more than 18.
Losing my whole mind here. So technically Heavy Storm is worse Feather Duster because it can pop your own cards, but there's like 30 decks that would love that.
It is better Feather Duster because it pops your own cards.
Yes, exactly. You could play a whole bunch of Floodgates, and Heavy Storm is an off button for all of those. And I don't know, it just feels too much. It feels too much. So I'm saying that someone is trying to goozle me, and that is a fake change. We are not getting Heavy Storm back.
Alright, so speaking of cards that could be dealt with by Heavy Storm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, I've lost my place here. I need to find my way here. I need to find the correct location. But unfortunately, that's going to be a lot more difficult when they've limited Fluanderies and the Magnificent Map.
Oh, God, the stupid-ass field spell. Okay. I had a whole conversation about... Yeah, we had a whole conversation about this during the Keep Your Game On tournament this last weekend, and my pick to ban out of that whole set, outside of course, Barrier Statue of Andrew Tate, was Mysterious Winds. Actually, I think that's actually far worse than any other card in that set. Unexplored Winds, whatever. I'm Blindfold. You're gonna make fun of a blind man? Come on.
Yes.
Anyway, I just feel like that was the worst one, but I'm certainly not going to say no to losing map, because for a deck that already has multiple ways of gaining normal summons on the opponent's turn, Winds not only acts as a way to do that, but is a starter card that also guarantees your chain blocks. absolutely wild. And if we're going to limit the primeval planet Peril Reno, then I think limiting map also makes sense. So I will believe that, if only for the fact that I hate those goddamn birds. That's a true change.
How do you feel about the limiting of MX Saber Invoker?
What the... No, they would never do... Why would they do that now?
Because it's funny.
It would be funny, and I would love it.
And Madolche can be trusted with it.
And Madolche can definitely be trusted in it. Look, I'd go so far as to say that MX Saber Invoker is the rank 3 Madolche card that we've been missing for all these years.
Kinda is. Although, if it had the Madolche name, it would be even better.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to overlay Chocoala mode right on top of that. That'd be divine. That being said, MX Saber Invoker enables what? It enables Madolche stuff. It enables Zodiac stuff. It enables
Zoo, like, in a universe where, you'll notice I haven't said Broad Ball yet, so...
Comedy! What else? What other deck could MX Saber Invoker help out right now, right?
But it only special summons Earth Warriors or Earth Beast Warriors. So, you can summon, Exiled Force.
Damn! Premium revival.
Oh, it's a
premium
removal spell. It's a
yeah.
rank 3 removal spell. Let's go.
Okay. As an X-Saber diehard...
Oh, yeah, Scatclaw. Scatclaw could use it.
Oh, hell yeah! Actually, no, fuck that. Get MX Saber Invoker in here. My boy, Scareclaws, they need that. They need all the help they can get. Let's get Invoker back in here. I'm down for it. That's a real change. It's back to 1.
How's about one last limit? Masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King!
Yeah, you know what? That's a real change. It's been a while.
Yeah, I agree. We can be trusted with it.
Yeah, you know, True Draco, I have gone on record, once again, one of my many good takes is that True Dracos are actually a really cool and fun deck. The issue is that people keep jamming floodgates in there and then tributing them off, kind of like people with Heavy Storm would do. But Masterpiece feels like a very fair card in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Playing environment. So I would be down for seeing Masterpiece back. Let's get the boy back in here. Luster Pendulum, I've got you. That's a real change.
Poppy's Feather Dusted a 2.
Also fucking fake. Why would they... It's already really shitty to play with at 1. Why would they bring it to 2? That's bullshit.
Because we can be trusted?
Yeah, huh? That's something that someone who can't be trusted would say.
What are you talking about? This entire series is predicated upon the fact that I can always be trusted.
Folks at home, I'd like to go over the concept of dramatic irony for you real quick. That's a fake change. We are not bringing Harpy's Feather to 2.
Set rotation to 2.
From 0 to 2. No, set rotation sucks. There are some people who like want set rotation back as like a funny haha field spell thing, but anyone who's ever used it is always trying to get away with some bullshit Zephyra field spell or Chaos Gate shit.
I do need to like be clear here. Set rotation was not forbidden. It was at 1.
Well, and I don't want to see any more of it, so that's gonna be that's also a fake change. I hate that.
This entire fucking series is just Noba just hedges his bets on whichever one he wants to be true.
What else am I gonna base it off of? I'm blindfolded. I can't see anything.
You have a brain, Nova.
Yeah, and my brain is very biased.
Not as biased as my bias.
Hey, all right.
Hey, like I said that for the first time, chat. Hey.
Hey, we're all queer here, folks.
Lureless Gressital Starling.
They're trying to hit Recital Starling right now? Is that what people are trying to get me with right now?
It was at 1, so it wouldn't be a hit.
Oh, really? I'm bad at this. Yeah, sure. I mean, so it's bringing it back to 2, is that it? Or is that what we're discussing right now?
It was at 1 and has been brought to 2.
Okay. I think that's fine.
I conveniently have a copy of the old ban list next to me as well.
Good. Yeah, no. Lyrilisk Recital Starling is good for Bird Up. It was really strong.
Rakital Starling.
Recutal Starling is... It's good, and it was really busted whenever Bird Up was, like, a real threat in the format. But we've lost Sovereignty Cymorg. That doesn't exist anymore. If Stormwinds is gone, that's also another random thing that they don't have access to. Other than that, like, you're searching DD Crow and other extenders, and I don't see a problem with that. I guess it's like Zeus. It's easy Zeus, but I don't know. You could do that with 1 anyway, so I think it's fine.
That's fair.
So I think that's a fine change.
How do you feel about some unlimited cards? You know, cards that are so unlimited that they are still limited because you can still only have a max of 3. That's not what the word unlimited means, Konami. What the fuck?
Yeah, whenever they made problem-solving card text, And that was at 2 beforehand?
It was at 2, yes. It was put to 2 in, I believe, the most recent ban list, or possibly the one before it.
God, why did they do that again? What was the issue with that? Was it just more Tri-Brigade Bird Up shenanigans? Was that it?
It turns out that being able to... Well, I mean, I believe it was initially hit because of Zoos way back when.
Wow, it's been that long?
I don't think Tri-Brigade did it any favors.
Yeah, I don't know. I like having Tenki at 3. It's a really cool card. It's not like Warriors where you have this gigantic toolbox to pull from. There's good Beast Warriors to grab, but they're usually very archetype specific.
Shoutouts to my boy Coach Soldier Wolfbark, baby!
Yo, if no one got me, I know Jaden Yuki as a Shinto god of whatever Yamato is, has always got me. Yeah, I want Tenki to come back. I think that was a stupid change. Let's get it back to 3 here. I believe that's a real change.
Okay. What about Pot of Desires?
Oh, that card can go fuck itself. That's a fake change. We are not getting any more Desires. I thought we'd be getting rid of more copies of that, to be honest.
Metaverse.
From 1 to 3. Y'all must think I'm the stupidest motherfucker on the face of the planet, don't you? No. It's not. We're not getting more metaverses. Shut up.
That being said, I would never try to fool you.
No.
After all, remember that time? Remember that time we went on that trip? Primeval Planet Polarena? You remember that? What did we go through? Nova? What did we go through to get to the Primeval Planet Polarena?
We went through the Reichphobia, the world of...
No. No. We went through another word for space, I believe I used. I believe I used a certain word that is also in the name of a Goatee support card because I planned this shit deep.
Oh, Cosmos?
A Cosmos, yes, a macro Cosmos, if you will.
Why? Why would they do that? That was at 1 beforehand. Why would you make that 3? That's wrong. That's incorrect. That's a bad change. No.
Dimensional fissure.
No, I don't believe that either. This is some kind of coordinated assault to make me doubt myself. But they would not take 2 of some of the most unfun cards and just put them to 3 out of nowhere like that. There's a quarantine list for a reason. They would put them at 2. They would just jump him to 3. This is wrong. Dim Fizz is not at 3. That's a fake change.
Tellarknight Ptolemaeus off the ban list, baby. He's unlimited.
Yes, that's real. That's real. I've been saying this for years. I'm gonna link the video up here right now. There's a million reasons why this card needs to come back, and it was robbed of its time in the spotlight. It's coming back, baby. That's a real change.
That I may have skipped over as a bit, but it's in a similar vein as Ptolemaeus, I feel.
Uh-huh.
At 1, You can edit this in, or you can leave it as a surprise thing.
Oh, so I bring you in here, and you skip over a really important one. Good job, Sarah. I'm docking your pay.
I did this deliberately.
Uh-huh. All right,
cool. I wanted a good one to end on.
All right, okay. Sure, take it into your own hands. What's the strange new limit you've saved up just for the end here?
2-1. Because we can be trusted. Thunder Dragon Colossus, baby!
No, this is a change that I will not abide. I will not allow it to happen. I don't care if there's reasons for it. I don't care if there's I don't care if Tatsim and 4 other people have reasons and have an essay about why Colossus is fine. Go to hell. These floodgate monsters I will not abide. Colossus, stop that.
Look at me, I'm GoldenNova. Oh, I think Thunder Dragon Colossus is just too much. But you know what's fair? Masterpiece, baby!
Masterpiece is literally stronger than Colossus. It's like physically wise. It can punch it several times.
Yeah, and you seem to think that it being at 1 is fine.
Yeah, but
so
Masterpiece.
Have Colossus.
Okay, see, here's the issue, right? Your right to have an unaffected boss monster ends when it turns into me not being able to search my outs for that unaffected boss monster. Okay.
Just have the outs in hand already.
It's a social. Play the song, folks.
Obstacles are easy. Just already have the thing that you need. Just draw the out. Just draw the out.
The point is that Thunder Dragon Colossus is a pee-pee poo-poo card that should never exist in this game. It's not a real change. It's still banned, and thank God for it.
That is, in fact, the list.
All right. Let's see how much of a dumbass Nova is. Okay, so going through the list here right now. So we've got Forbidden. Only 2 Forbidden cards. Oh, fuck, this is starting out really badly. So I was right about Curious and Mystic Mine. Thank God.
Yeah, Mystic Mine's dead. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, get it out of here. Anything else that I agreed was banned, though, that was bad. Okay, so Limited Herald. Okay, we got that right. But anything I agreed to be limited was wrong as well. I forget what else was in there. Oh, Havness. I know I said Havness was limited, but they didn't hit that. Well, that sucks.
Havness and Colorado.
Wow, fucking hell. God damn.
Yeah, I got you with those ones.
Nah.
Oh, and map.
Oh, and map. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Shoutouts to the people who have figured out the meta of this game, which is to just literally just put the OCG changes that didn't happen in TCG on there, and just hope he falls for them.
All right, semi-limited. Lyralisk, Recital Starling.
It is literally just Recital Starling.
All right, seems. I mean, it's fine. It's literally a fine card. Okay. No, shut the fuck up! They did not unlimit Macro and Dim Fissure. This is a fake website. No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization is a plant.
They really don't want to.
Why? Why?
Well, you see, GoldenNova, they just did an unlimited print run of Power of the Elements.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Well, you see, they want to hit tier, but they don't want to hit tier.
I'm so pissed. I'm so mad. Metaphys players are feasting right now, but I'm pissed.
Nova?
Yeah?
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
You appear to be crying. Can you come over here so I can sup upon those delicious tears?
How about I'll ship them to you, okay? I'll get them all bottled up
you know, the tears all have to go to me, because they ain't seeing any of those on the ban list.
Da-dum! Okay, I was right about Colossus. Go fuck yourself. I was right. And I was right to think that.
Colossus can come back to 1, it is fine.
Netaverse is at 3. Why? I guess his Mystic Mine is out, so that's fine.
They banned mine. I can't think of any other problematic field spells. You know, like,
they just don't exist.
Yeah, Konami just didn't watch episode 1 of Wheel of Chaos, so it's fine.
Glad Tenki is back, and I'm glad Tolmias is back! Hell yeah!
So, shoutouts to the upcoming episode 2 of Wheel of Chaos. I hear that one's pretty good.
Yeah, do you know who's gonna be on that, by the way? Have you already filmed that?
Some lose, though.
Okay, that makes sense. Gosh, alright, well, did anyone in chat...
It's Nova.
What? Anyway, go follow Sarah Hyde. Go subscribe to her Twitch. Go ahead and give all those subs that you really should be giving to me, but I understand if you get to Sarah.
Yeah, no,
wonderful
everyone
co-host.
Just up to me right now. I'm the most based Yugi tuber. I am the most based streamer, and I'm streaming Pokemon right now, and that's good content. That's good on the algorithm. Come on, you know, buddy. Come on, just be my friend. Come on, be a friend.
Do
Come
it.
on.
Do it.
Come on, guy. Come on, my guy.
I'm no longer asking. This is an order.